Hey guys, I'm gonna show you how you can create and deploy a new MCP server using ModelFetch and Fastly. If you go to modelfetch.com and scroll down to the bottom, you will see the quick start COI. Copy it and paste it into your terminal. I'm gonna call it my MCP server, and then in this video I'm gonna go with the Fastly runtime, but you can choose any other runtime that you like. Let's go with TypeScript and PNPM. Yes. So this is gonna scaffold a new MCP server for you using ModelFetch and make it compatible to be deployed to the Fastly Edge compute. Okay, it's done. I'm gonna go into the server and then I'm gonna run pnpm start to start the server locally. So now it's starting the server locally, and we should get our server URL, which is this one. So this is the MCP server URL that we can use in any AI clients that support MCP. In this video, I'm going to use the MCP inspector. So the transport will be streamable HTTP and the URL will be the server URL and /MCP. Connect. We're connected. Now we're connected to the default scaffolded MCP server, which includes some example resources, some example prompts, some example tunes. We can call the tunes here. Everything is working. Now let's take a look at the code to understand how it works. So I'm going to open this in my code editor, and this is a very simple MCP server built with the official MCP TypeScript SDK, which means there's no new API for you to learn when using ModelFetch. And if you already have a server, you don't need to rewrite, you just connect it to the ModelFetch runtime. Here, you import your MCP server, and then you connect to the ModelFetch Fastly runtime. If you want to change your runtime, just install the ModelFetch package for that runtime and change it here. That's pretty much about it. And here we are running the server locally, which means that only we as a developer can access it from localhost. But if we want to share this server to anyone else, we need to deploy it. Let's do that. So I'm going to go back to my terminal and then stop the local server, and then I'm going to run pnpm run deploy to deploy to my Fastly account. So this is going to ask me to create a new service because I didn't create any service to associate with this new MCP server. I'm going to say yes, and then the server name will be my MCP server. Yes. So, and then this is a randomly generated URL created by Fastly for me. I'm going to say yes, yes. So now is creating the domain and also packaging the MCP server, uploading it to Fastly and make it available for everyone to use. Let's wait for a few seconds. It shouldn't take too long. Okay, now it's finished creating the service, but for Fastly, sometimes it takes a while until the service is actually available after it's being created. And this is the URL to the service. Let's take a look at it here. So if it's saying internal server error, which means that the server is still taking some time to initialize, and let's just wait for a few more seconds. Okay, it's done now. So if you reload the server URL and you received a 404 instead of an internal server error, which means the server is now available. It's just that this URL is not defined. Okay, now let's go back to our AI client. Again, in this video, I'm going to use MCP inspector, but you can use any AI client that support MCP. So the transport is still streamable HTTP, and the URL will be the remote URL that we just got, and also /MCP. Then connect. So we are connected, and we have the same list of prompts, resources, and tunes. We can also run the tunes here. Yes, it's working. And now if you want to make any changes to the MCP server and then you deploy again on the users that is using this MCP server via this URL, we'll get the latest MCP server. Yes, that's pretty much about it. Oh, one last thing. If for some reason you want to delete this MCP server from your Fastly account, maybe you're just testing out ModelFetch, or maybe you don't need your MCP server anymore, we can do that pretty easily by logging into your Fastly account and then delete the service associated with the MCP server. So now I'm going to log into my account. And in my account dashboard, you will see the service associated with my MCP server here. And then I'm going to go into it, and then I will click on options to first deactivate the service. And then after I deactivated the service, I can delete the service here. So now I have cleaned up on the resources associated with my MCP server, so I don't need to worry about I have unused services in my Fastly account. That's about it. Let me know what you think.